first one we're going to discuss is Life Path 7. Life Path 7, you kind of want to view this one as, or it's sort of like the spiritual truth seeker, or it's a perfect combination of intuition and intellect. Life Path 7s are very knowledge driven. They love to learn. They love to learn about things that are like really interest them, and that typically goes along the lines of either like spiritual, religious, philosophical, and or even sometimes more down the range of like technology. And they typically are obviously they're an amazing life path. They're very they're kind of like the internal like introvert, right? They very much are the type of person that enjoys alone time, enjoys being home. They kind of like their own, almost I want to say like a cave, right? Where they have all their favorite books, where they can really learn something deeply. And they're also the ones that are always looking for truth. They're very analytical. So they're the type of person that when someone shares a new idea or a thought with them, they don't just take it with face value. They're very internally driven for truth. And so they might be intrigued by the idea or the concept, but they're going to make sure that they do their own research. They're going to analyze it from every direction they can and come up with their own determination on what they feel is their truth. They are really driven to have some kind of a spiritual practice or knowledge in spirituality, religion. It is actually one of the most spiritual numbers, if not the most spiritual number. And you'll see the number 7 represented in many different forms of like religious scriptures, like the number 7. So it is a very like spiritual religious number. That doesn't mean you have to be like a religious person or believe in any specific spiritual beliefs, but they're very curious about that. Whether or not they express it to other people, they are definitely curious about that, and they do well when they have some kind of like a spiritual practice or a spiritual understanding. Some really amazing Life Path 7s. A great example is actually Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is a Life Path 7. Like I said before, they're the type of life path that will typically specialize in something that really interests them. And they're very like deep thinkers, and you can really see that in the way Taylor Swift writes her music, right? She's a true she looks at the deeper side and the meaning of things that happen in her life, and I think that's why so many people resonate with the lyrics to her music.